Our clinic provides the Salina community with a comprehensive spectrum of services delivered with compassion and sensitivity. We strive to create a partnership with our patients that promotes health and well-being in all phases of life. We care about our patients, we care about providing quality health care services, and we care about our community. Chances are you know many of us because Maury Clinic physicians live in Salina. We are coaches for youth sports teams and leaders for Boy Scouts and 4-H. We offer time, talent, and financial support to a variety of community events and charities. Our children attend school with your children. Our families attend worship services with your families. And we are proud to call Salina home. We have a vested interest in the success of this community, and we remain committed to an independent practice model that promotes our proud heritage and philosophy to provide quality medical care centered on the relationship between each patient and the physician of their choice. You have a choice for your medical care. Choose a doctor dedicated to the pursuit of excellence in healthcare services. Choose Maury Clinic.
What did that mean? Minor surgery? Not to me, it wasn't. I'm no risk taker. That's why I chose to have my surgery at Salina Regional. I wanted all the resources of a full-service hospital available to me. You know, just in case.
It's your choice where to go for surgery. Salina Regional Health Center, here for all your surgery needs.
The friendly staff at Salina Sports Medicine and Orthopedic Clinic, located at 523 South Santa Fe, are always welcoming new patients to serve in the areas of sports medicine, total joint care, and more. You can contact the office at 785-823-7213 or toll free at 1-866-406-4141.
Hutchinson has won the toss. They've deferred their choice to the second half.
Wow.
Central will receive on the
Well,
south end.
folks, welcome to Salina Access TV Friday Night Football. This is week 5. No, this is week 6. Week 6. This is Stuart Haas with Charles Ross, the dynamic duel.
That is correct.
And we're trying to stay dry, and as Charles prepares to put some plastic down so he can have something dry to sit on instead of something wet.
That's not good.
He should have brought his stadium chair with him.
Yeah.
Well, folks, if you're at home or you stayed at home, we fully understand. Because first of all, it is cold and it is raining. Thank God we don't have a wind, because if we had a wind, it would be downright miserable. So,
there's not very many people here. You can see that.
no. You have your choice of where you want to sit on both sides of the stadium.
That's it.
Probably have your chance where to park too. And here's the kickoff. And it's going to cut down like a 23-24.
Number 35.
I think that's Lyles. Nice return. He's going to return it all the way up over the 50. Inside the 45 of Hutch. Well, Ryan Cornelson, the head coach at Hayes, came to Hutch take over for Randy Dryling when he left to go to Kansas City, which caused a domino effect of Coach Black leaving Great Bend to go to Hayes, which that was a big surprise because those two are arch enemies. But And of course, Ryan brought his dad with him too. So I'll continue that after this play. It was a draw. And I think that's Dalton Peters going to carry it down inside the 40, down to about the 38. Should be about a 5-yard pickup.
Carrying the ball for the Mustangs, number 33, Dalton Peters, picking up 5 yards. On the tackle for the Salthawks,
It is, as I was talking to Charles before the game started, I said the thing that's really going to be key about this game with this weather is ball security.
Whoa, wide.
Another nice hole. And he's going to take the ball down inside the 30. That's going to be a first down, and that is going to be very key, Charles, to this game, isn't it?
It is. And did you see when he broke that initial line, how wide open that field was?
But you also noticed that he kept both hands on the ball as well.
Yeah, he did. To the fullback.
That was the fullback, Mr. Stegmeyer, I believe. Or McMullen, which one is it? Because I get those two confused between South and Central.
Can't hardly see that. Might have to flip it on that other side.
Michael McMullen.
Can't hardly see it.
Bringing him to the turf was number 36, Keith Jacobson. He's 2nd and 10 for Salina Central.
That play went for no gain. Play action.
Gardner.
And underthrew him. He had him open.
He had him wide open.
You've got to throw the ball a little bit better than that.
Intended for number 44, Mike McMullen.
I think sometimes he just rushes his throw, Charles.
Defending the play was number 22.
Occasionally he does rush it, I say. So what are we going to do now, Stuart? 3rd and 10, it's definitely a pass play, you thinking?
Pass or something quick to the outside, a quick pitch.
Because we're in 2-down territory, right?
And you might see another draw too, because he's got Peters there. He's not. He's going to throw it to him instead. He's going to get enough for a first down, and it's going to be
still breaking tackles.
Yep, going to be down inside the 10.
Number 33, Dalton Peters.
They're going to mark him out. It looks like about the 9.
Gardner's pass is good for a Mustang first down.
And remember, and I've been saying this with Central this year, I think their untapped weapon is Gardner, the quarterback, with his legs. And I like to see him start to be used more in that. This is just a lead to Dalton. He made a nice move at the line of scrimmage, making one tackler miss.
Well, that hole closed up mighty quick.
Yeah, it did.
It was open for
Number
a
33,
second, and
Dalton
then it
Peters,
was closed.
picking up 3 yards.
He
Tackle made by
took it down to the
46.
6. So now you got 2nd and goal from there.
Now, wouldn't it be a good thing for Central to punch this in? First time they got possession of that ball?
Yeah, they really need to. They need to kind of set the tone with Hutch. As I said earlier, these teams have come in with divergent or exactly opposite records. Central comes in at 3-2. Hutch comes in at 2-3. Coach Cornelson was telling Charles and I before the game that they've had a number of key injuries, including their very best player, who is gone for the year. So when you lose that kind of talent,
That's bound to take a toll on you.
and he said they're playing a lot of young kids who probably shouldn't have been getting all this playing time.
There's Gardner.
Is he in?
And
He's
about
going to be.
a yard short.
All right, it's going to be 4th down and goal to go from the 1.
Stopped just short of the goal line by number 10, Colton Fee.
All right, up the middle or around or throw.
Saying around. I would take it around. But they're probably going to take it up the
I think you do you do the option. If the hole's there for the fullback, you let him have it. He's in.
Touchdown, Salina Central.
Went off tackle, falling McMullen, the excuse me, the fullback as a blocking back.
You know the thing, though, they're going to have to get Hutch down early. just as I was talking to the coach out there, they have a tendency to like to play hard on that second half.
Right. You want to build an early lead and then keep on. But the other thing is, maybe once people get them down, they take their foot off the gas, and you can't do that.
Right. And that happened last week. Whoever they played, I can't remember who they were playing last week.
Oh.
Wow, it's the upright.
Hit the upright.
Extra point is no good.
And they made a good comeback.
Yep. All right, with 8:39 to go in the first quarter, we got a score of Salina Central 6, Hutch 0. We're going to do a little rearranging. Charles was sitting one deal below me, but as I was missing the whole end zone with this umbrella, and since he was sick last week, we don't need him getting sick again. And I'm sure Phyllis would be happy if we did that. She moved in full time with you. Got some of Mom's home cooking going now.
Home cooking.
Yeah, I can bet.
Her nursing me back to health.
I'm about to come down and eat one of her meals. I have no problem doing that.
Deep for the Salthawks, number 4, Cameron Combs, number 7, Peyton Pendergrass, and number 21,
Dane Hoffman, who
kicking for the Mustangs, number
goes,
9,
his mom and him go to and his older brother
sorry, number 6,
goes
Dane
to
Hoffman.
our same church. Dane is the kicker. He doesn't kick the extra points, he kicks the field goals. Kicks off. And he has to come out with the 27. He's going to carry up short of the 40. All right, what I'm saying is Dane handles all the kickoff duties, and I think it's number 13 handles all the extra point.
And on the tackle for SC, number
Look on that
35,
others.
Jacob Lyon.
They don't have a 13.
Salthawks
that?
begin their first quarter drive on their own 39-yard line.
All right, we'll see what Central's defense does against this Salt Hog off. It's a quarterback keeper on the draw. On the option to the left.
It was option all the way.
Yep.
And look, that if he would have passed to that tailback, it would look like it was wide open on that side. But it can close mighty quick, just like it looks open.
And it did. It closed really quick. And the difference on that was that the linebacker came up. There was a hole, and that's why the quarterback capped it. But the linebacker came up real quick and held him only to a 4-yard gain.
Good one. Wide open.
Yep.
See, you got to keep that middle covered like that. I don't know. That was definitely a linebacker's assignment there, right?
Right, because that was the wingman who went out for the pass.
26, Ryan Steckline.
Now, I don't know if he's kept much of Hutchinson offense that Randy Dreiling ran, or if he's totally brought in his offense from Hayes. I know that he left a great quarterback, Andy Delton, who's a senior out there, who will be going to K-State next year. Nice hold. Nice hold on the pitch out to the left. All right, both runs have been to the left.
Rushing the ball for Hutchinson.
But you know what that's setting up.
Tackle made by number
A
36.
counter back to the right.
Right, that's right.
Is this going to be He's actually going to lose yards. It was just a handoff to the tailback following the fullback.
Number 7.
Tackle
Javon
for a loss by number
Burrs.
24, Adrian Costelli.
Oh, Costelli.
So he lost a yard. So now you got 3rd and 6. And since they got the ball inside Central's 45, I'm really surprised if they don't get it here, if they won't go for it. Quarterback keeper again.
Quarterback's got it.
The linebackers are biting on the fullback read, both of them. One's not coming up and following the quarterback to the outside on that option. Both inside linebackers are biting on that, and they got to have communication. I've got it, and whichever way that's going, the outside linebackers got to get out there.
Yeah, they do. Oh, it's right up the middle.
And then more missed tackles. This was a problem Central's had last game too, wasn't it? Some missed tackling.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you what, first of all, those jerseys are a little bit slick to hang on to, and then you get them wet, and your hands are cold.
And the field doesn't probably help none either.
No. You've got water standing on track, and you got water standing on the field on the edges by the track. That's just a direct handoff.
Salthock ball carrier number 32, Blake Middleton.
Well, they're moving the ball kind of easily here.
Number 7, Javon
Yeah,
Burns.
it kind of looks like we might have an offensive battle with no defense.
And it might very well be. That's that kind of game. Is the last team with the ball wins.
You're right. Exactly.
Or if you can score and just leave just very little time on the clock. Quarterback keeper, and they got him.
They swarmed him.
Keeping the ball for the Salthawks. Number 19, Turner Wentz.
I saw one of the big linemen were in there too.
Making the
So
tackle for the Mustangs, number 27, Zane Heigl.
I saw Zane, but I thought I also saw a lineman in on that play as
Yeah,
well.
I think he had some assist in there.
He's the one who first hit him, but then someone else came and got him, and then they ended up taking down just after the whistle was blown. That's why you heard the big roar from the Hutch crowd. They didn't remember this is not a mamby-pamby sport.
Tailback.
Just a direct read.
They've got to. When they hit him, they've got to stop him and maintain that tackle.
And that's going to be first down and goal from looks like about the 4-yard
Missed
line.
tackles. That's the only
Yeah,
reason.
missed tackles. You're trying to knock people off their feet instead of hit, wrap, and take down.
That's right.
You know, even though I'm underneath the umbrella, my hood's coming back up. I told Charles I'm going to get me a rain suit that has a plastic hood.
Oh, flags all over the place.
They're saying encroachment.
Encroachment by the defense. Being forced half the distance, remains first down.
Wow.
Now take it down to the 2. Well, it's nice to only give up 2 yards on a penalty, but when it's inside your 5, it doesn't help.
None.
Quarterback keeper, he's in.
Touchdown, Hutchinson, number 19, Turner Wentz.
So, Stu, they came right back down the field, punched it in.
And about the same amount of time, they each took off they took a little more than 4 minutes. Central took a little less than 4 minutes, but about the same time of ball control.
That's it.
And they only had one pass.
And the same thing happens. He blocked
Extra
it.
point is no good.
Javon Burst.
Blocked by
Burst.
Number 7, Javon Burst.
4:06 to go in the first quarter. We got a tie score of Central 6, Hutch 6.
Boy, he knew he blocked that before. Did you see how he ran off on that?
Now, if you were in college, it's a 2-point
Yeah.
conversion. You can return for 2 points. I don't know if you can do that in high school on the 2-point. I just don't know. I can sure hear the people yelling from the Hutch stands down onto the team. Problem
You know,
is
how
we-
do you think they're feeling right now with a team that's
2-3?
2-3, and they're used to having such good teams?
Well, Randy had 2 down years. His last 2 years at
Were
Hutch
bad.
were considered down years for Hutch. I mean, there's a lot of schools that would kill to have that kind of record he's had the last 2 years.
Right.
But for Hutch standards, that wasn't acceptable. Now, he didn't leave because of that. He left, and I'll share the reason why he left, in my opinion, after this kick. And they're kicking it deep. Dalton Peters got it. And he's going to be tackled. I thought he was still, that whole crowd of blockers still
You
running
see
down
that
the
whole
field.
crowd of that Mustang arrow right in there going.
And if he could have
forward.
stayed in there, he would have scored.
Yeah.
But the reason why I think Randy left Hutch and went up to, I don't know if it's which school he went to. I know it's one of the Catholic school on the Kansas side. Is because being at a parochial school with no district, he can recruit all over Metro and outside of Metro Kansas City. There's just a straight handoff to Dalton. And I'm telling you that
Mustang ball carrier picking up a yard.
you give Randy a couple years to recruit,
Tackle made by number
and he's going to come up with the reputation that he has
He's 2nd and 9 for the Mustangs.
if he doesn't build himself a powerhouse rather quickly at that school.
Yeah.
Charles and I remember when we were in school how much Sacred Heart recruited.
Yeah.
And it wasn't just in Salina either. Here's a counter back to the left. He's only probably going to get another yard.
Number 23, Dylan Wenzel on the carry.
It'll be 3rd down and 8.
Boy, it looked like that defense comes out a little bit different. They must have had a little chat on the sidelines.
Central needs to take this ball down the field and score. That was a screen.
There it goes. There.
He's going to take down inside at 25. They're going to mark him down to 31.
First pass is complete to number 33, Dalton Peters.
It was a screen, but there was only one man that was out in front of him. You saw that?
Yeah.
First down.
Everyone else stayed with their man at the line of scrimmage. Now, the reason why I think you do that, there was only one guy to block, and he was blocked.
Yeah. That's
Instead of
it.
having to try to block 3 or 4 guys because they realize it's a screen.
See, I think he kind of hesitated before he hit that line.
He
that
did,
time.
because it was kind of just blocked up. He's going to get a little over a yard.
Tackle made by number 46, Gabriel goes up.
But if I know Mike, he's still going to keep attacking this middle of the defense. He's looking to throw. And second underthrow.
Yeah, that was definitely an underthrow.
Incomplete.
And he was there. That
Number 10, Colin Black.
might only gained about 3 yards, though, but he was still there wide open.
He was. And if he steps back and makes a better decision, makes a better throw, he doesn't have to go down and get it, and he can turn and maybe get some more yardage on the play. Mr. Garner's got to step in and throw the ball. It's a screen again. That wasn't even close. It was closer to the lineman than it was to the running back.
Intended receiver number
But I
2,
heard
Dylan Wenzel.
the yells from the Hutch side rather quick. Screen, screen, screen. But I think they would have got a first down because he had 3 blockers in front of him, 3 or 4 blockers. And if he could have made a better throw, he had guys in his face, but if he could have made a better throw, they would have had a first down. He's got time to throw it.
Oh, he overthrew it.
And overthrew this one.
That man was wide open, too.
Yeah, and that
boy.
was a bad overthrow.
Incomplete.
He's only thrown one really good, accurate pass in these 2 drives. They either been underthrows or they're an overthrow. And I know that the field's wet and the ball's wet, and that's the thing is, Central's got to have a better play on first and second, so they don't get second long and third and long and put them in those throwing positions. You got to get more yards on your first down play. All right, well, Hutch stopped Central. Let's see if Central made any changes.
To where they can hold. Oh,
they're going to flag.
Yeah, all kinds of flags.
Pass ball is incomplete. Intended receiver is number 26, Ryan Steckline.
Like I said before, once the ball is in the air, both the defender and the wide receiver, the receiver can go for the ball, have equal rights for the ball. You just can't go through the man to get to the ball.
Yeah, I think they had him on the ground before
Pass
he.
interference, defense. That's a 15-yard penalty that results in a first down.
Well, it's kind of stopped right now, so we're taking the umbrellas down.
Oh, he's still going.
Yep, missed tackles again. And I can hear the Central sideline yelling about to wrap and take the man down.
Tackle made by number 31, Darian Bird.
And I don't know how Mr. Burst is related to Javon Burst. I don't know if they're brothers or cousins.
Who's that?
Darian Burst, the one who just made the tackle.
They are cousins.
They are cousins.
I've investigated that one, Steve.
Okay, who are their dads?
One of them's dad is JJ, which is they're actually James Burst's sons.
Okay.
So those are his grandsons, I guess you would say. It's an older Burst, older than Larry.
I think I met him way back when.
Third and short for the Salthawks.
This is going to be a straight handoff out to the outside, and he's got enough for a first down.
Wow.
The defender took the wrong angle. He did not get outside and cut that off.
For the Salthawks, number 32, Blake Middleton.
Boy, if they don't stop that, they're going to be in for a long night.
It will be a long night, is correct. They got to stop that.
Number 31, Darian Bird.
Whoever was out there on that corner did not step up and cut that off. And because of it, he got the corner and got a nice run all the way down to about the 24-yard line.
And that was a nice run.
And he broke the number 1 rule. You don't let anybody get outside you.
That's right. That defensive end should have turned him in.
The fullback got it. He's going to get a couple, and that's going to be the first quarter.
Stu, I think they were just sucking them in. They're running up that middle, sucking that defensive end in, and then taking it to the outside.
You're always taught that even if it's run away from you, you're to advance up the field behind the line of scrimmage, and then you follow down the line of scrimmage for the reverse or counter. And if someone else makes a tackle, that's fine. You have your assignment is
to stay there.
Stay home. Yeah, stay
That's
home.
Right. Hold
Nobody gets back around you in any way, shape, or form. If they do come and you can't make the tackle, you still got to force them back to the inside.
That's right.
If you do that, you've done your job, even though you haven't made the tackle, because that's designed that the secondary level of defense, which is your safeties, your middle linebackers, are supposed to come back up and make that play.
That's right. But they can't make it when you take them when they're going all outside like that. The corner's wide open.
No, and I can tell you that Coach Benoit is really going to be talking to them about that. If he didn't already talk to him at this little huddle they had at in between the quarter. I guarantee they'll definitely talk about it when they get over here to the sideline. Well, that was a nice fill by Jacob Lyles, number 35.
And he turned him in. Did you see that? Because he was trying to go to the outside again.
Now, if he could have got a better, he's able to get an arm and trip him up, and but in that trip, he got 2 more yards. If he can get under control a little bit more and meet him head on, this running back for Hutch is not a real big kid.
It's a big 3rd down for Central right now.
Yes, it is.
And
they're going to stop him.
Yeah.
He's going to get about 1.5 yards. He's going to be about 3 yards short.
Running the ball for Hutch, number 32, Blake Middleton.
He's going to be 3 yards short of the first.
Mustang, number 18, Landon Turner, number 45, Brandon Wynn.
You go back outside again.
And 4 for the Salthawks.
You know, I just said that was a big 3rd down for him, but really this is a bigger 4th down.
Right, you go back outside?
I would go outside. I'd fake it up the middle.
They're trying to get him to jump. They're trying to get him to jump. That's what they were doing. They were trying to get him to jump.
That is their first timeout of the half.
Now, do you think that's set up? If they didn't get it, they're going to try to kick the field goal?
That very well could be. And that's what I was wondering, why they wasn't doing that in the first place.
They were trying to get 5 yards in the first. And I don't mind it, but you just burned the timeout in doing that. Yeah, well, you know, we got 10:44 to go in the second quarter. But if you get the ball late in this quarter and you're trying to drive and you don't have a whole lot of time on the clock and you want to put a few more points on the board, that timeout could have been helpful.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I feel like that lady on TV would just say, well, ain't that special? This weather. No, folks, they're lining up to go for it. There's no field goal team out there.
This is a big 4th down for Central.
He's looking to
faking
throw
it
it.
and rolling out.
And it's going to be intercepted.
Interception, Salina Central.
Now, folks, that interception was because they put pressure on the quarterback, made him run. He realized he wasn't going to make it to the first down marker, so he threw a desperation throw into the end zone that was intercepted. And that's fine.
Really, that's not a bad play.
No, because the ball comes out to the 20. If not, the ball would have been at about the 16 or 17 yard line.
Yeah.
All right, so plus 3
Not
or 4
a bad
yards.
play at all.
No, and if you guys can somehow make the catch,
then it's a good play.
then it's a good play. All right, there you go. Now that's what you need on first down. You need at least 5 yards or more on first down.
Running the ball for SC, number 33, Dalton Peters.
That's what Dalton Peters just gave you, 5 yards.
That's what you need. That's how you need to start that out.
Now, both teams just stopped each other in their second series. Now, this starts a third series for Central. And let's see if they made any adjustments. And I saw the Central's defensive huddle over here on the sidelines with the defensive coach that just broke up. And Coach Benoit was talking to him. So we'll see what they do different next series. He's going to pick up about 1 yard.
About 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4.
Carrying the ball again for the Mustang, number 33, Dalton Peters. Tackle made by number 10.
Now, folks, I like the way that they.
Number 36, Keith Davidson.
I do like the way that they're attacking the middle. It does suck them up where you can hit them to the outside, and it pulls them in.
He's back to pass.
Now, there was a better throw. There was a better throw. And that's going to be enough for a first down up to the 32.
23.
Tackle made by number 23, Luther Tolber.
And it's right at the 32. Then this time he stepped and he threw and he followed through.
First down.
And because of it was a better or more accurate throw.
Yeah, it was a more accurate throw. There we go, running it right up.
Now I just saw something. Did you see what I saw?
What, you thinking that quarterback can keep it?
No, I was watching this inside play. The first man that got to him held him. The second and third guy was stripping at the ball.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now, I can understand when you coach that, but the problem is I've seen guys break away from that because you're so interested in getting the ball that you don't keep contact, and all of a sudden he takes off for a longer run. That was just a handoff to Peters, and he's going to carry it up
Number 33, Dalton Peters.
right to the 35-yard line.
Wow.
That's going to be 3rd and 7. See, now
7.
you're in the 3rd and long again, like you were 2nd and long.
Yeah.
You've got to have more yardage on that first down play. Now, I wouldn't mind seeing Mr. Gardner do a quarterback keeper rollout going out to the backside.
You think that, Stu, or you don't think they need to pass right about now?
Now, there's 5 yards.
That's a little bit of it. That gives you a little bit better ground.
It is, because you had a 3rd and 7. Now you're going to have a 3rd and 2.
So now you can run, pass, do whatever you want to do.
And matter of fact, they're changing out the people. They went from all the wide receivers back to another tight end and the fullback back in. But like I said, as soon as Mike gets to his 40, he's in 3-down territory. Oh, they put the fullback in at the tight end spot. And they're going to do a quarterback keeper. Smart play. I like it. Carries it up to the 44, and that's a first down by 2 yards.
23, Dylan Wetzel.
They just went to the Wildcat, Charles, and used that extra blocker. They brought the fullback, Mr. McMullen, out here to the right tight end spot, and he's a good blocker out of the backfield. Now he's back in that offset eye. And it's a draw with Dalton, who had to wait for some people to get out of the way.
For the Mustangs, number 33, Dalton Peters.
He probably could have got 5 more yards if he didn't have to jump over his man laying there on the ground.
Yeah.
Or his blocker, I would say.
I agree with you. I want to see how big that boy for Hutch is, number 70. He's their nose tackle. I'll see it after this play. This is a direct lead.
He's still fighting.
Yeah, and the yards he got on his own. Their nose tackle is 6'1", 300. I knew he was a big boy. You can see it by his size. But he doesn't look like a blob.
Mustang ball carrier, number 33, Dalton Peters. Tackle made by number 3, Lucas Dunbar.
And I'm going to ask Charles, will you watch the number 70, their big nose tackle, and see how well he moves? I'm going to watch this play.
Whoa.
I think we call a timeout by Hutch.
That's a good thing, though. That's a very good thing, because I think
that leaves them
the job.
That leaves them one. Yeah, and they were, because Central Kid was about to jump. But I think the reason he jumped was the whistle was blown right in his ear by that official, the head linesman. I was talking to a friend of mine at Bethany last night who officiates high school football, and I was telling him about my push to add another official on the field to cover on pass plays. He said, Stu, if your guys are doing it right, they shouldn't. You have a back judge who's already back there. You've got the head linesman who runs the chain, and over here, instead of calling him a linesman, they call him a judge. They used to call it a side judge or just a linesman, but now they just call him a judge. Those two are supposed to drop back on pass plays to help out with the back judge. The umpire steps up. He doesn't have to come all the way up to the line of scrimmage, but he comes up the line of scrimmage to make sure you don't have an illegal wide receiver going downfield and the quarterback doesn't go past the line of scrimmage. And I'm going to ask
Quarterback.
what Mr. 70 looked like. Nice hole, and he's still running all the way down inside the 40.
Picking up the first down
About the 37-yard line. Does not Mr. 70 look like he can move?
He does look like he can move a little
23,
bit.
Newman Tolbert,
But
in
is
on the
that-
tackle for the Saltdogs.
I don't think he's out there right now, is he?
Yeah, he's down. He lines up as defensive tackle to the strong side of the offensive line. Another nice hole. All the way down inside the 30.
Mustang ball carrier again at number 33, Dalton Peters.
And that's that off tackle.
70 isn't out there right now, Stu.
He's coming back. He's coming back in.
on the tackle.
He's coming back in. He must have had an equipment issue.
I'm steady looking for him, and I'm saying I don't see him, Stu.
Well, the kid that
Because,
came
he
in
kind
for
of
him,
clogs up.
the kid that came in for him is a little bit smaller than him, but he's still a big kid. He's not as big as 70.
No.
I think it was number 54. I'd have to look. I don't know.
He
If
pushes off, but he's a little bit slow, Stu.
coming off the snap.
Yeah, a little bit slow. At
Number
least he was on
33,
that
Dalton
play.
Peters, the ball carrier. 4 yards on the carry. Picks
Well,
up
that
the first down
that
for
kind of
Mustang.
tells you, right there.
Brendan Archer making the tackle for the Saltdogs.
Yeah, number 54 is Ricardo Roman. He's 5'11", 255. He's a couple inches shorter and about 45 pounds lighter. You're right, I saw that. Nice little seam. Wasn't big, but Dalton's not a big kid. He didn't need a wide hole.
He's a little slow getting off that ball, wouldn't you say?
He is, and it might not be his size as much as sometimes everyone's reaction time's a little bit different.
Right.
Okay? And who knows that maybe earlier in the year, he had some offsides.
Right.
So he's waiting till the guy across from him moves, not till the ball moves.
Right.
And I've seen coaches coach that way to give, because sometimes you can have too aggressive of a defensive lineman, and that can hurt you.
Fake. He's got it. He's coming back.
He's still going to get some yards. I think he's going to mark him down
when he ran
inside
to
the
that
20.
side, when he ran over there to that left side, I'm quite sure he saw that wasn't the way to go. I better get around this other way.
I don't like it this way, Coach. I'm going another way.
Malcolm Gardner.
Next time, call it the other way, Coach.
That's right.
What's wrong? Trying to get me hurt here?
This don't look good over here.
Well, now you see. Now you got a 3rd and 3. That's fine. You went from a second 5 to 3rd and 3. That's
We're
fine.
all right.
You're all right. Because there's that.
Oh, nowhere.
Now that was a good play. I don't know who made that play, but that was an excellent play.
Number 26.
Number 33, Dalton Peters.
I don't even think he picked up a yard.
26,
Ryan Speckler.
That the ball was right where it didn't move. He got back to the original line of scrimmage. Now it's 4th and 3. If that guy hadn't made that tackle, he had first down or more.
What are you going to do now, Stu?
I option. I really option. You've got McMullen who can carry the ball, and I think they're going to run this all the way down and take a timeout. That's what they did. They ran it down and took a timeout.
Timeout. Central.
I think
First timeout of the half.
I think you run an option.
You don't think you'll pass?
No. Well,
That little screen pass?
I'm saying I would run the option, and if the hole's there, give McMullen the ball. Last week McMullen had some huge carries.
Yeah, he did.
All right. If it's not there, by just giving that fake, you've frozen your inside linebackers and safeties for a second. Then you can continue on down the line. If the hole's not there for Gardner, the quarterback, then you can pitch into Peters. But if there's any kind of a hole there for Gardner, you take it immediately, get upfield.
You don't think that? I'm thinking we could run that little screen play. We picked up a lot of yards on it a couple times.
He has, but he's also overthrown some, and that's my concern. He's in the shotgun formation. It's a quarterback keeper.
No, it's a pass. It's a pass, and he's wide open. Oh.
It was intercepted. It was intercepted. He underthrew it. He put too much air on the ball.
Wow.
But here's the other thing is, when you got a ball like that, your wide receiver has to come back and make a play.
That's right.
He was waiting for the ball to get to him. You can't do that. You got to go back and make a play. All right, well, we've had now 2 turnovers. Each team got a turnover in their own end zone.
Again, this does, I mean, we look at it that we didn't get the yardage, but did it hurt us?
There's a quick pitch out to the right. More mixed tackles.
They've got to tackle that. They cannot continue to miss tackles and expect to win the game.
Yep.
Ball carries number 32, Blake Middleton. Tackle made by number 45, Brandon Wynn. 1st and 10 for Hutchinson.
Just a quick hitter. Oh, the quarterback keeper. And Turner Wentz is not a big guy. Turner Wentz is...
Number 19, Turner Wentz picks up the 1st down for the Salthawks.
He's only 5'11", 180. He's not a big kid.
Number 42, Kyle True, and number 4, Vance Johnson.
Quick.
Oh, he's
pitch.
taking it to the out. That was a good stop, though.
Yeah, but they really should have had him about 2 or 3 yards further back.
Number 32, Blake Middleton on the carry. Tackle made by
Central's
18,
defensive
Landon
line
Turner.
has got to start getting penetration. They've got to get in, and I've preached this for years against the Hutch offense when Randy was there. If your defensive line can get penetration, you can stop Hutch's offense. All right, now there's penetration. There was penetration.
And they tackled. You know, we always, the last couple of times I've said, a lot of missed tackles. First man got to him and he tackled him.
And he got penetration, turned it back to the inside. And when he did, that second level of defense was there. Boom. And then you got a one yard loss, and now you got 3rd and 8.
And he wrapped him, Stu.
Yeah, he did.
Actually wrapped him.
And once he wrapped him, someone else came along and finished
That's
up.
right.
And
That's right.
That's good defense right there.
Fake.
Quarterback keeper.
Oh!
He's not going to get much. He's not going to get much.
But he should have. We could have got him in the backfield.
Could have, should have. One of those coulda, shoulda, wouldas.
Yeah.
And
Adrian Costelli.
but still, it's 4th. They say 6. It's about 6. 4th and 6.
Are they going to punt?
No, I think they're going for it. Unless the quarterback's in shotgun and he does a quick squib kick. No, he's going under center. They're trying to get him to jump off sides.
Timeout. Hutchinson.
That's their last one.
Final timeout of the half.
That be it.
That's okay.
That's okay. They ran the clock down is what they were trying to do. They ran it down to 1:08. They didn't want to give Central any time with the ball. And Central's going to have 2 timeouts. Now, unless we can block a punt here, and depending on how deep the punt is, depends whether on this wet surface, I just take a knee and go into halftime 6-6.
So you send him to block the punt?
I send him to block the punt. I go for a block.
So you ain't going to set up this return?
No, I go for the block. But I can see now, since they got 2 guys deep, looks like they're set up for the return.
That's what I mean, yeah.
Now, I'd have 1 guy deep and 1 guy about 10 yards up in case it's a real short kick.
Or if it's a fake.
Or it's a fake. But Central is playing like it's a fake. Look at that. They almost in there acting a defense. Boy, a nice hit by the up man. He laid him on his backside.
Catches number 7, Javon Burse.
My days, we always used to say he laid that wood to him.
Yes, he did.
Boy, he laid it to him.
Well, I can remember my first pads weren't even plastic. They were very hard cardboard, and when you hit, it did sound like wood.
That's right.
Because where did cardboard come from? Trees.
That's it.
Now you get this plastic popping sound.
Yeah.
It's a whole different sound. Uh-oh.
Whoa!
Uh-oh.
Whoa!
Now it's a race. It's a
Don't
race.
hesitate.
It's a race. All the way down inside the 20, I think.
33, Dalton Peters on the carry.
The problem right there, he did that hesitate step, and he stood and kept going. He would have he had that man beat if he would have just kept his speed going instead of that hesitate.
Good for a Mustang first down.
Charles, spoken like a true former running back. And here's a quick pitch. He's actually going to lose some yards on it, or they're going to. No, they're going to give him a yard.
Dalton Peters on the carry.
That's Central's second timeout.
Nathan Hale.
But in one case, I know why he did the little hesitant step. But at that time, just turn on the juice and let her go.
You had the angle.
That's right. That's the time where you say, catch me if you can. So, Stu, what are we going to do now?
I'm taking a shot at the end zone.
Over the top.
I'm doing play action, but this time don't hang the ball up in the air. Throw a little more.
He had a man
He had him wide open, but he threw it too much. But too much air underneath it. And if it's not there, you run.
Run.
That's what they're doing.
Why now?
It was there. It was there. And it wasn't a badly thrown ball either.
Intended receiver was number 23, Dylan.
And he was open.
Yeah. He was there. He was there.
All right. Now.
28, Josh Patterson.
This is the kind you wish you had that rubber band on and you can yank it back and then throw it back at him again. Just like a yo-yo.
The Harlem Globetrotters tip with the basketball.
Yeah, there you go.
I throw again. But I throw underneath. You still got a timeout to burn. Yep, that's what I do. I throw underneath. You got the screen. There's your screen. And that's also going to be close to a first down. So they might just have to stop. It is going to be a first down.
33, Dalton Peters.
So they need to go on the line real quick.
First and goal for the Mustangs.
Because as soon as that ball is set, there goes the clock right there. You got 22 seconds and counting. Nope, out of bounds, and he was juggling the ball. You said it's good call, good call. I like that call though.
Yeah, that was a good call.
That's a good call. He juggled the ball. If he didn't juggle it, all he had to do was get one foot in high school.
So are we going to run it, and then if we have to, call that timeout?
You got a timeout. You got the ball at the 5. Do the off tackle. Yep, that's what they're doing. And immediately called timeout. They got it down to about the 1.
Down at the 1 yard line, number 33, Dalton Peters.
Wow. Right there, that's a tough one.
Dylan Chesterman.
What do you do? Just
I'm going to throw. I'm going to throw. You got one more down. After this, it's third down. I'm going to throw. And it's going to go into the end zone. If it's not there, I'm telling Mr. Gardner, throw it away. We'll kick a field goal. But
I think I'd just try and pound it.
I'm not for the 5. I'm not. I'm going to throw it.
They're
I'm going to throw it. And here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a rollout. And if it's not there, you run, but you get out of bounds.
Stu, you're on the 1 yard line.
You're at the 2. Oh, he is on the 1, isn't he?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought he was at the 2.
We're on the 1 yard line. You better show them what you're made of.
Yep. I'm going right side again. Yep. Touchdown.
Touchdown!
Touchdown, Salina Central.
That's the
Right
time.
side.
You got to show them what you're made of.
Right side, using that fullback lead.
One thing I got to say, though, you better have a lead. I'm thinking, because from what I've seen of the times I've kind of watched Hutch, I've seen that second half is when they turn it up a notch.
And as I was saying earlier, and it could also be of the opposing team thinking they've got him up. Kick is up and good.
Extra point is
So with
good.
6 seconds left to go in the second quarter in the first half, you got to score a Central 13, Hutch 6. And I'm wondering if when teams get up on Hutch this year, they just have taken their foot off the gas a little bit too much. And
I don't think that'll be the case tonight.
Yeah, but we got to remember these are kids, and
Right.
they will, and sometimes their psychology or their maturity is not where you would wish it to be.
Very true.
And since we're both parents, we both know what that means.
Yeah.
All right, now
Test.
I'm squibbing the ball down the field. I'm squibbing it.
You are.
Yeah.
You're gonna
I'm
come
gonna squib
out.
it hard. I'm gonna squib it hard. Because there's no win, so even if you kick it deep, they can still get a return.
They ain't gonna get one. We've been playing good all night. I'm gonna kick it to them.
I see either a pooch or a squib.
It's gonna be
Matter
a
of
put.
fact,
But if it's me,
the Hutch coach has just pulled everybody up about 5 yards.
see, if it's me, I kick it away just to show them.
Everybody just came up 5 yards, so they're expecting a pooch or a squib of some kind.
It's one of them little poochers.
Yeah, because he's got the ball leaning forward. He's got the ball leaning. See that?
Yeah.
And that's the smart move. That is the smart move. It only took 2 seconds off the clock. Now my safeties are playing about 20, 25 yards deep.
See, we would have went ahead and kicked that. Would have been good.
Don't know.
When Ty would have ran out.
You don't know.
I can already see it, Stu.
The ball is at the 39-yard line. That's 61 yards they've got to go in 4 seconds. I'm having both my safeties.
You know where it's going.
I'm having both my safeties 20, 25 yards.
He kneeled down.
That's a smart move. This is a smart move. Get into halftime.
At the end of the first half, Salina Central.
You know
leads
why it's a smart
13-6.
Because when we return, you're going to kick us the ball again.
Yes. Yes.
Captain Tangi Lewis.
Welcome to the Maori Clinic halftime show. This is Sir Charles Ross. And the way both teams opened up on their initial drives, they didn't have any difficulty driving the ball and scoring. We were thinking this was going to be a shootout.
Right.
It didn't turn out that way.
No, but I think what we do really have is two evenly matched teams. I mean, Central's got a little advantage right now, but I think we have two evenly matched teams.
I think so. I think that's exactly right. Both teams have thrown an interception in the end zone after nice long drives by both teams. One for Hutch was on the 4th down, and that was almost like a punt.
Yeah, well, the same thing with Central. That was like a punt.
Yeah, but that one, that day was open. He was open,
yeah.
and he put too much air in the ball. The Hutch guy, he had 2 guys on. He was behind him, but he was way back in the corner of the end zone, and the quarterback threw it high, but Javon was able to go up and get it and come down with it. So we're sitting at a 13-6 score, Central score with 6 seconds to go on the clock. And we're sitting at a 13-6 score. All right, what are we going to do different with these coaches second half?
Well, like I've been telling you the whole time, I know that Hutch comes out a different team, and you say it's maybe because they relax on them, but we're soon to find that out if that's what the case is.
Well, and here's the other point. The others have, these other games, the team had a bigger lead than what Central has. They've only got a 1-touchdown lead. They can't take their foot off the gas. They can't afford to. They've got to keep it pressed, and they've got to keep going. And I don't think Coach Hall will let that happen.
Yeah, we'll see. I think we'll have a different Hutch, though, that comes out this second half than what we've seen so far.
I agree. This could be a very tight game again. It might very well go down to whoever at ball last wins the game. But as I said, I think it's whoever plays the best defense is going to win.
That's it.
And right now, Central's had more stops than Hutch, but now Hutch gets the ball. And I think this will be, that last little snap, that can't count as a series. This will be Hutch's third series.
Yeah.
So Central scored 2 out of 3. We'll have to see how Hutch does.
That's right.
And we want to thank you for watching the Maori Clinic halftime show. We'll see you at the start of the second half. Welcome to start of half of the second half of week 6. Salina Access Friday Night Football. Sitting at a score of Salina Central 13, Hutch 0. And if I'm both coaches,
13-6.
13-6, excuse me, 13-6. And if I'm both coaches, I'm at halftime and I'm just stressing positive. I'm saying, offense, you got to hold your blocks a little bit longer. You need to open up a little bigger holes. You need to give the running back and time and a hole to run through. You got to get a quarterback time to complete a pass. Defense, make sure you're reading your keys right and you're being fundamentally and assignment sound. And I'm just stressing positive because this really was a very fairly clean game.
Yeah, it is.
I think only one turnover each, and only about a penalty each.
Yeah.
Yeah, really, it's been a very clean game. The weather, the rain has slowed down quite a bit compared to where it was at the start of the game. Because we started the game with the umbrellas up.
Right.
And then towards the end of the first quarter, we were able to take them down.
That's right.
All right, we'll start this half. Central's going to be kicking off, and I'm going to sit down now. And
see, right now, this is like that good type of weather. Have a nice cup of hot chocolate and watch a good football game.
Kicking for the Mustangs, number
while you're
6,
sitting beside the fireplace.
Boom.
That's not a bad kick.
Oh,
now,
good tackle.
If that could have found ground, that would have skidded.
Yeah.
If he could have put that line drive in between those backs, it would have skidded and bounced, and you could have had yourself
number 27, Zane Heigl.
Pinned him really deep. As it is, they're going to start the ball at their 35. Okay.
It's a handoff.
Oh, he did the right thing to make him turn inside, but there was just no one there.
27, he held on tight though. That was
running the ball for the Salthawks, number 32, Blake Middleton.
But boy, did he get some yards.
Yeah, but the outside guy turned him back inside.
Making the tackle,
well,
number 27,
didn't you call for that linebacker to be in place though?
Yeah, that second level wasn't quite there. And that's got to be filled by the safeties or the middle linebackers.
Oh.
Too much time. 5-yard penalty. They go from second 1 now to second 6.
Earlier we're talking about number 70 what? 71? or 70?
70 on defense, yes.
Yeah, well, what's his 76, I think it is. He looks like a pretty big boy, too.
Well, let's
Is that
take a look.
76?
He's 6'5" and 315.
Yeah. And he's a plowing in there.
That was the quarterback keeper, and he's gonna have a first down. They actually had him tackled, but a guy came from behind to help out the tackle.
Flag on the play.
And drove the forward. They might have a block in the back or something.
Saul Talk ball carrier number 19, Turner Wentz. Making the tackle for the Mustang, number 15, Jalen Parks.
Now, if that's a spot foul, that'd be from the 44.
Stu, you just was saying we had a pretty clean
We have a
game.
dead ball, personal foul by the defense. That's a 15-yard penalty, first down.
Somebody did something or said something they shouldn't have done or said.
ALCS action in Baltimore. Royals lead the Orioles 4-0 in the top of the third.
4-0. It was 1-0. Mr. Escobar hit a home run. They must have put some more people on, because that was the top of the third that he hit the home run.
I was just getting ready to say, I thought, Stu, you just told me it was like,
Well, I've got my phone set to it gives me alerts on the Royals game, and it just went off my pocket. I didn't have time to pull it out. That must be the other 3 runs.
it's a handoff to number 32. He's breaking loose. He's going down just to Von Kurst to catch him, and he don't catch him.
Touchdown, Saul Talk.
And there was a huge hole. There was a huge hole.
Who's that number 32? What's he?
Blake Middleton, I think his name is. Yes, Blake Middleton. He is a senior, 5'10", 174 pounds. He got a little speed to him.
Yeah. You can tell that. And you notice he didn't hesitate. He just shot to it through there. Whoa. Burst almost got there again.
Extra point is no good.
And I think what he did is he made that kicker pull it wide left. So now you got to score with 10:37 to go in the third quarter of Salina Central 13, Hutch 12. That could come back and hurt them. You know, that missed extra point could really come back to hurt them.
Well, when you saw Javon flying in there like that, he probably thought it was blocked anyway.
Yeah, and he kind of rushed it and maybe did something. Now, if Central needs to take this ball and need to go punch it in the end zone.
They do.
They need, and then they kick the extra point and put themselves up by a touchdown in a 2-point conversion to tie.
But as I was saying earlier, I'm thinking that we're going to see a different team from Hutch this second half than we did the first.
And we very well could. Let's see if we see Central keep playing with the same fire and
that they've had these last few weeks.
And number 33, Dalton Peters.
Here's the kickoff. And they're going to kick it down on the ground.
There he goes, breaking up through the middle.
He's going to
23.
Over the 40. He's going to carry it up over the 40.
Number 23, Dylan Wentzel. Making the tackle for the
That was
Saltocks,
Dylan Wentzel, not
Gabe
Mr.
Ragosa.
Peters. All right, let's see what happens here.
Number 9 under, hands
That's
off to
that counter.
33. Dalton, is that Dalton?
That's Dalton. That's a fake going to the right and then coming back to a counter where they pull the guard from the right side, come back around to the left.
And on the tackle for the Saltocks, number 28, Josh Patterson.
And that's excellent. You get 7 yards and first down. That really opens your playbook up for second down.
It's back again. Wow, nowhere. Number 3 and number 94 just broke right through there, it looked like.
They're going to give him a yard.
After a short gain,
He's lucky he got that, Stu.
It is. It's long 3. It's a long 2, excuse me, short 3 here. Need to get the ball to the 49 of Hutch.
He's got it. He's got it and more.
Room to grow. He hurdled
a good jump. That's what that was.
And we talked about in the first half, he's been tripped up a couple of times because of people on the ground at the line of scrimmage.
His own man.
And this time he said, forget that.
I'm jumping him.
I'm jumping him.
But you know, that's a good way to get hurt too.
That's a good way to get hurt. And it's a good way also to lose the ball.
Yeah.
But you got first down at the 47. There's that counter again.
30. Oh, he's going nowhere.
They're going to mark him back.
They broke through there. Where was the blocking at, Stu?
There wasn't.
Number 46.
But they shot a linebacker and looked like a safety through that out there. That's what it looked like to me. It looked like either 2 linebackers or linebacker and safety shot the gap.
What it looked like to me, we had a running back out in La La Land with no blocking.
Yeah, I think they called the right defense for that play.
And that does happen. That's the game of football. Whoa!
And they're going to leave and lose more yards on that play.
And as my old school self would say, he laid the wood to him.
Yeah, and the thing is, Gardner's got to do a little more of a play action, looking away and then coming to him, because he didn't. He just turned and looked right at him, and the defender came right up and made the play. You got to give your wide receiver a chance to be able to catch the ball.
I don't know if he just made the play, but he got to lay the wood to him, is what I would say. Quarterback's back. The pass.
Well, he's going to make yards, and he's going to get over the 50. He's going to get over the 50, down to back to the original line of scrimmage.
And they're going to go for it?
I wouldn't.
You wouldn't, Stu?
No, I'd pin him deep. Get a chance to pin him deep.
Well, they could still do a pooch kick.
Because the punter is the kicker.
Right, that's right.
I mean, the punter is the quarterback. Excuse me, yeah. And he can do a pooch kick real quick here.
Oh, here we go!
Tripped him up.
Pass complete to number 23, Dylan Witzel.
He's down to the 15.
Tackle made by number 3.
And the only reason I say I'm punting, if not, you give them the ball at their 47.
You knew you was going to throw a good pass. You didn't even have to worry about it.
I was hoping he was going to throw a good pass.
And he threw it good, too.
And maybe because the ball is not as wet.
Whoa! He breaks that first line and
down.
Whoa!
Be a yard short of the first down. Looks like.
For Salina Central, picking up 9 yards. Number 33.
And it might be. You don't know how big his hands are, and when you're handing the football to hand it off or throw it, that can mean all the difference with a wet ball and how big your hands are and how good you're going to be to handle that ball.
Yeah, because he threw that one. That was a good throw.
You got second down and a yard to go.
Fullback.
He's going to mark him just short of the goal line.
Inches. Just short of the goal line. Number 44, Mike McMullen.
Inches. Boy, you could.
First down and go from there.
You probably could smell it from inches.
I give it back to him again. Give him a chance to score.
Fullback.
Yeah. Yep. Let your fullback have it again.
I just quarterback sneaking, one of the two. Oh, quarterback sneak too, wasn't it?
Yep. No signal yet.
Didn't get in.
They're saying third down. Or second down, excuse me.
Didn't get in. You know what you got to do now? Fullback.
Fullback. I'd actually run the option again.
You would?
Yeah, because you still give to the fullback.
Yeah, you could.
All right? But if it's not there and that's jammed up, you take it to the outside.
Yeah.
And they're in the offset eye.
Fullback.
Touchdown, fullback.
Touchdown, Salina Central, number 44.
You knew it had to be the fullback.
Now Dalton came out around like they were going to do the option. Because he did a swing out, but there was a hole there. There was a big hole.
I already knew where I was going. I definitely would have had my fullback going. And what did they do? They took their fullback up there, and what we got? We got 6 on the board.
Yep. And the reason I'm going to say fullback, hang on a second here.
Boy, they were coming hard, too.
By number 6, Dane Hoffman.
Well, Dane Hoffman did kick that extra point, and now he's going to kick off. But the reason I say fullback because they're unheralded. They don't get much attention, get a chance to score. They're in there for blocking for your tailback. And he possibly scored on that play. It took it from the 5 down to just short of the goal line. Because you had a couple of Central kids that had their hands up in the air like touchdown. So when you get someone that close, you want to go ahead and give them a chance to score.
Yeah.
And that's the way you reward your kids. The other thing is if you have a long run and just short of the goal, or a long pass play short of the goal, you like to give that person another chance to score. All right, well, with 5:07 to go in the third quarter, you got a score of Central 20, Hutch 12. Now, Central needs to kick this and hold. They need a hold.
Hold and score.
Hold and score. Put them down by 2 scores now.
And don't ease up.
You don't take your foot off the gas. I had a coach that said something a little different. He said, you don't take your foot off the throat till the body stops twitching. Some people might not like that terminology, but as players, we knew what he meant. Caught about the 18.
Whoa!
Oh. That was Javon Burst.
He's having a good game tonight.
Player on the return, number 21, Quentin Ruiz.
The only one play you say he did, and it wasn't his fault, was the last touchdown that Hutch scored. He missed a touchdown, but the kid already had the angle.
Yeah.
And he did everything good to catch up to him. And he did what he had to do. He tried to dive and get a foot, and he couldn't do it. That wasn't his fault. There was just a huge hole up front.
Yes, it was.
And it looked like a 40-yard dash. That's what it looked like. Boom,
Yeah.
He was there. Yeah, Central's got a hold right here.
There he goes.
All right, Mr. Heigl again for the tackle.
On the rush.
That's too
number
much.
32, Blake Middleton. Tackle made by number 27, Zane Heigl.
You don't want your safeties or your linebackers making tackles 6 yards down from the line of scrimmage. You got to go and you got to get that hit within 3 yards of the line of scrimmage. He didn't get anything. He might have actually lost some. There's the flag. There's the flag. He did throw him down way after the whistle, so that's going to be 15 yards. One of the fans, we can hear people yelling from the Hutch side, and one of the Central fans, yeah, well, LeBron flops too, and that is true. That is true, isn't it, Charles?
Well, all of them do.
Yeah, they
Occasionally,
do.
I even
Play, dead ball, personal foul, Hutchinson. That'll be enforced half the distance to the goal line, 3rd down.
I can remember the days of Larry Bird and Magic Johnson. I can remember Bird flopping. I can remember Johnson flopping.
But I remember during that time with the Detroit Bad Boys, Rick Mahorn used to do something when he was playing defense. He would get their guy leaning against him, then all of a sudden he'd take a step back and let the guy fall in his rear. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
And that used to get the guy mad, but the official said, hey, it's your fault for leaning on him.
That's right.
Well, that takes it halfway to the goal. Now they're deep. And he ain't going to get anything. He ain't going to get much. He's going to get a couple yards.
Now here's your opportunity.
Yeah. Now
here's your opportunity to just grind it in there on him a little bit.
Right now, I'm setting up a return. I'm setting up a return. But because of the ball, still it might be a little wet and it feels a little wet. I'm not getting two guys deep. I'm putting one guy up 10 yards in case there's a short kick. Then that way, then you can get a return off the short kick.
And they got both of them back.
Both of them back. Yep. And see, now it's a short kick. He's going to get a bounce.
Get away from
And if you had put a guy up 10 yards, he could have caught the ball and got a return, or at least fair caught it, and you would have got 7 or 8 yards further down the field.
But you don't need that, Stu, when you can just pound it down the field.
Yeah, but that does help.
It helps, yeah, it does. But I'm saying the way they've been playing right now, I'm thinking they can pound it right up the field.
They can.
Well, it's yet to be seen. We'll have to see.
Yeah, this is all going to come down. Central just needs to take the ball and just grind it down the field.
There they go. He breaks that first. Is that Dalton again?
He's a tough little kid.
And he broke that first. Once he broke through that first row, it's.
Number 33, Dalton Peters. Tackle made by number 28, Josh Patterson.
He's limping back a little bit. He's probably got a little.
They twist the knee, twist the ankle, and they try to get him down. And when you're down, they're trying to twist and trying to hurt you a little bit. Like I said, this is not a mamby-pamby sport. We talked about this. I've been pit and punched in the bottom of a pile.
You don't want to
and I wasn't even the ball carrier.
Yeah, you don't want to be at the bottom.
And one time, the guy who bit me was my own teammate and didn't know it.
Hand off. Number 30. Boy.
Gonna have a hold. Probably
flag
gonna have
on
a hold.
The play.
Probably gonna have a hold right there. Be a spot foul.
Boy, he threw that so hard he hit the player. Chop block, is that what he said?
I didn't see. I was looking at something else.
What's this?
That's a chop block.
That's what he said.
Spot fouls at 10 or 15.
Block below the waist, offense. It's a 15-yard penalty.
15-yard penalty. All right, there's their 15-yard penalty.
Well, when I said they were about even, I didn't mean it like that, Stu.
And I'm telling you, those kind of things will
drive a coach mad.
Yeah, make Coach Hall a little bit on the irate side. It's a draw. And see, now that's a decent pickup. You got 3 downs. You got 3 downs to get this. Now you got 3rd and 11. You just picked up about 7, 8 yards. You do that 2 more times, you got a first down.
They're going to get delayed game if they don't pick it up a touch, do they?
Yeah, there goes the 5-second count. They got it. He's looking to throw it. And he's going to lose yardage all the way back to about the 46. And now here comes the punt team. Now, I was watching him. I didn't watch downfield. Was there anybody open?
I didn't see that very good. I'm kind of watching him scramble out of that pocket.
He's got the speed for it. And he was better off just throwing the ball away than taking the 5-yard loss. Just throw the ball away.
For the Mustangs, number 9, Malcolm Gardner.
Nice high kick. Nice tackle by Javon again, even though he's being blocked in the back.
Patterson on the return.
Yeah.
For no gain by number 7, Javon Burse.
All right, they got the ball just inside their 25. You got a minute, looks like 43 on the clock or 48.
Looks like 1 minute and 43 seconds. Dude.
That's what I thought, 43.
It's a handoff to that number 32, but they stopped him in the backfield.
Again, folks, I can't say this enough time. Good penetration will stop just about any offense. When you can get in
number 42, Kyle True, and number 18,
and tackle the quarterback or the running back for a loss, get in their face, make a quarterback get rid of the ball, have to throw under pressure. That's how you win games.
Pitch to that number 32.
He ain't gonna get much. He ain't gonna get much.
No, it looked like he got back up to the.
Well, he's got a couple yards up past the
original line of scrimmage.
Yeah, but he's gonna have
making the tackle for the Mustangs,
third and
number 7,
3rd and 8.
Burse.
Boy, Burse has got it. He's playing a good game tonight.
He's dialed in, as they would say. He is dialed in. You know, and these kids nowadays don't even know what that means about dialing in. Quick pitch to the outside.
He ain't gonna get it.
He ain't gonna get it. It's gonna be short of the 30.
Again for Hutchinson.
Be 4th and about along 6.
Brooklyn McKnight.
Yeah, 4th and a long 6.
Boy, they love to pitch that ball to him, don't they?
Yes, they do. And they're going to take this and allow the clock to run out. And the Hutch sideline had not made a decision whether to come up the punter. We can take it into the 4th quarter and get your coaches sideline and say, do we want to go for it? You don't go for it on your 30. You need to punt. You're down by 8 points. That's still a touchdown and 2-point conversion. So at the end of the 3 quarters, we have a score of Salina Central 20, Hutch 12. Well.
So, Stu, what are we going to do?
Well, first I had to look at the time, see how much time I'm going to miss tonight, but I'll be making it up tomorrow. It's Bethany's homecoming, so I'll be down early to help watch the rowdiness. I punt. You got to punt. You got your ball at the 29.
So they got their punter back in. They got their punter in, and they're preparing to punt, or they're preparing to fake a punt.
And Central's almost like got their defense and not their return team out there. And this time the return man has actually come up about 5 yards or more. Just get away from it. Okay, you got the ball at your own, 38, 39 yard line. Where's it at? I can't see where they're marking it.
So are we first couple of first downs and we'll be in 4-down territory for Coach Hall, is what you'd say?
In 2 yards, he'll be in 4-down territory. There's that double lead.
Number number 33, Dalton Peters on the carry.
I think he's going to get about 3 yards.
Tackle made by number 94, Nathan Hale.
Up to the 41.
2nd and 7 for the Mustangs.
And I'll take that right now. I'd like to get 4 or 5 yards or more on first down. But that opens up something around the corner. They're waiting for the back judge to get to his 5-second count. Timeout.
Timeout. Salina Central, that's their first of the half.
Coach Hall saw something, and I heard him yell something, and then he turned to the official, called time. I don't know what he saw. Did you see anything?
I didn't see anything, and I don't know.
Because the formation didn't change. They didn't have a man in motion. They didn't flip anybody. Something was there that he didn't like.
Right. He saw something.
And it might have been in what Hutch changed into, or how Wade Hutch was lined up. And it might have been called down from the press box, from the coaches. Hey, they're lined up so-and-so, call timeout. In other words, they were lined up in the very direction they were going to go. So both teams have used a timeout. Both have 2 for this half, or which should be for this last quarter. Now to me, that's not a bad timeout. If you guys see something in the defense that's wrong, or the offense that's wrong, they almost got a 5-yarder. He's going to pick a couple yards up to the 40. Or he dropped. No, he lost back to the 40.
Yeah, he lost a couple yards.
Made by number 3, Lucas Dunbar.
Well, Central's offensive line has got to start moving people off the line of scrimmage. They did that on the 2 drives ahead when they were moving the ball. They're not doing it right now.
See, I kind of wonder earlier, Stu, you know how number 70, he may have been hurt because he hasn't been out there for a while right now.
Really?
You know, you said keep an eye on him, so I'm keeping an eye, looking for this guy, and he's not out there. Oh, he's wide open! Oh! Oh! Oh!
He's going to mark him
short. A little
short.
bit short. Just a touch, Stu.
Pass is complete to number 23, Dylan Wetzel.
Dylan Wetzel,
wide open.
Wide open. Way behind him.
Those are the kind of passes, if you're out there, you just hope you catch it because there's nobody around you.
And the other thing is, it just seems like it's taking forever to get there.
Yeah.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. I can hear him coming. Come on. Get
That's
here.
Right. That's right.
And they're going to mark him down at the 3. Touchdown. He was kind of stopped at first. He kept his feet going, got to the outside, and cut it up and in.
So are we, is this game over, Stu, or?
No, not against this team. Not against Hutch.
Now, will we?
And Ryan Cornelson is a great offensive-minded coach. I mean, Hayes scored a lot of points under him.
So are you're saying that we should keep the foot on the pedal?
Keep the foot on the pedal. Kick is good, so with 10-11 to go in this fourth quarter, you got a score of Salina Central 27 and Hutch 12. Now that's a 15-point, okay? That's 2 touchdowns and 2 extra points to get the lead. Oh, that's 2 touchdowns, 1 kick, and 1 2-point just to tie. Now, I got to go back to my old coach who used you keep your foot on their throat until the body stops twitching. You don't give them a chance. You kick this down, you go down and stop them. I mean, you just stop them. You get the ball back, you take it down and score again, and then you put the nail in the coffin. If I'm Hutch, though, they have got to score on this series. It doesn't have to be real super quick.
They've got to score 3 times.
They've got to score 2 for sure.
2, what?
With a 2-point conversion and a 1-point conversion to tie.
8,
2 2-point conversions to take the lead by 1. So,
and
Mr.
they ain't
Hoffman,
had no, they probably need to go for 2 points because they sure ain't been able to make an extra point after they scored.
they haven't. They've missed 2. Now they're doing another squib. Oh my goodness. He got hit hard twice. And number 4 for Central.
For the Mustangs, number 27, Zane Heigl.
Number 4 is the first one to hit him. And he was just,
Hutchinson, number 4.
that was just
Vance Johnson.
Vance Johnson. And he was just a step and a half away from maybe again he'll get to that ball.
Yeah.
Because it bounced around for a second or two. Quarterback keeper. He's going to lose 2 yards, or at least a yard.
He slipped, though.
He did. But he had a guy there and forced him to turn back inside.
He's trying to cut.
And he tried to cut, but Charles, he tried to cut on the inside leg instead of the outside leg, and that's why he went down.
Yeah, that's true.
But that's because that's where he was in his stride when he saw the guy out there. Just a direct handoff.
Nowhere.
They go back to the line of scrimmage.
Number 32, Blake Middleton on the carry.
Be 3rd and 11 still from there.
Making the tackle for the Mustangs, number 24, Adrian Costelli.
All right, you're airing it out now?
Really, you ain't got much of a choice.
No.
What does all statistics say right now?
I would say a screen. It is a screen.
You called it. You called it. But you know, Central should have known right then at that time. Anybody on the field would know that it's going to be some type of pass.
Linebackers dropped way too deep.
Yeah.
Way too deep. No one stayed up for that very eventuality. And I can tell you that's what the defensive coaches are yelling out right now. They ran a screen earlier in the game, and that got yards for a first down. And that's why I was wondering if they were going to throw another one. It worked for them in the first half.
Worked for them in the second half too.
They tried it another time, but it didn't pull off because they got pressure on the quarterback and he threw a bad throw and it was incomplete. All right, now you got 2nd and 7.
Oh, he's kept it. He kept it. He's got it. Quarterback.
He's going to get a couple yards up to the 50, but that's it. He's going to be 3rd down and 5 from there.
Turner wins on the keeper. Tackle made by number 42.
But
Kyle
we can
True.
hear from our point up here in the stands, we can hear those pads popping.
Oh yeah.
And I'll tell you what, Charles will agree with me on this. When it's a cold night and you get hit, it hurts hard.
Yeah, it does.
It hurts because you're cold and you're a little stiff. You're not relaxed and you're not warm. He's looking at
pass. Intercepted.
The wide receiver fell down.
Johnson, that's Vance Johnson who got that interception. He fumbled the ball.
Wentz pass is picked.
Wow, that was a close call there.
Yeah, it was.
Making the tackle for Hutchinson, number 38.
That's where, when you know you're not going to be able to make the play to get a return for 7 points of glory, take the glory, intercept, and go down to the ground with the ball.
That's right.
You're trying to get double glory.
That was a dangerous play.
Yeah, that you're trying to get that double glory. No. Once you see us go down, both hands on the ball, go down, protect it. You just stopped them on a turnover.
Defense, he's calling them to the...
And I'm telling you, he's going to talk to linebackers about your proper depth that you drop back in. Now you need a nice one.
Whoa!
There he goes again. And he stayed in bounds. He stayed in bounds. That's the key thing, though.
That line is just pushing them off, opening up holes.
Yep.
You could drive trucks through.
That went all the way up to the 40 from the 29. Excuse me, to the 45. That's a 16-yard pickup. And he did stay in bounds. So now they got the chains moved and the clock is running at 7:15 and counting. And here he is. He's going to watch that back, Judge. As soon as he starts that back, Judge stops that 5-second hand count on the play clock. There he goes. Get in center.
Fumble. He gets it.
He fell on it. He fell on it. Matter of fact, I think he turned a little bit too soon, trying to get away from center, just a bit too soon. To me, that's what it looked like. We get a loss, but the clock is still ticking. Now we're down at 6:40 and counting. It looked like he was just in such a hurry to get out under center.
Out from under center that he just.
And see, and I played quarterback at a time in my career, and that is it's an easy mistake to make.
Pitch. Number 33. And
Actually, he tripped over his own man. Yeah, no, over his own man.
Oh, that was his man that he
tripped over his own man. His man took a step back to try to get him more of an angle to push, and when he did, he stepped back. Dalton got right into that leg.
Brings up
All right.
3rd and 12.
Now, do you throw it and take a chance of an incomplete, stopping the clock because you're now at 5:55 and counting?
I'd throw it.
I'm throwing it. But I might throw something safe, make sure I get a completion, and we get down.
I might throw that open bomb I'm seeing.
It's a draw.
Draw.
Now he's going to get some yards, but he's going to.
Not very many though.
Going to just get past the original line of scrimmage. Now Hayes is calling. Hayes. Keep thinking Hayes because of Cornelson, coach there. Hutch is calling timeout. That's their second one. They'll leave them one. I thought they already used the timeout. Yeah, they did use a timeout.
No.
Yeah, teams were both down to 2 timeouts, I thought. Central has 3, right?
Yeah.
Nope, no, it's their first timeout. But that's a good call. You got 5:26 on the clock. Central took over 2 minutes off that clock. Now, we've got Mike the Gambler Hall at head coach. Your quarterback is your punter.
What he says, dude? Long pass?
You don't have to be a long pass.
Oh, he could take off.
He can take off, but he can throw it.
Yeah, he could throw it.
And one of your guys that release, they've got most of their people on line to rush. Nope, he's kicking it deep, and it's going to land. It's going to land. And it's going to be marked down at the 28-yard line, just inside the 28-yard line.
Now, Stu, if you're Hutch, you're coming out.
5:18 on the clock.
You're down by 15.
You got 2 timeouts.
What do you do?
It's a hurry-up offense. I'm throwing quick. Outside, over the middle, I'm taking quick shots. Trying to get 7, 8, 10, 12 yards, boom, boom, boom. Out of bounds, first down. Stop the clock. If you can't get out of bounds, you got to at least make sure you're past the first down marker so you get the clock stopped. And they're going to hand it off.
Oh, and he's
going to have enough for a first down. Going to carry it all the way up to the 40.
And you know what? He gained a lot of them yards on his own.
Yeah, missed
breaking
tackles.
Almost, thank you, tackle him. I don't know what you call it.
I heard someone, the pros, call it Ole tackling years ago on TV, and I've loved it ever since. Ole.
Ole, yeah.
Quarterback was the fullback. This is not much of a hurry-up offense, guys.
No.
You got 4:52. You don't want to go into your district, first game of district, down. You don't want to go into that down with a loss.
No, you don't.
Quarterback keeper in the pitch. And they had it.
There's no, whoa.
24.
Middleton, the ball carrier. Tackle made by number 24, Adrian Castelli.
And Adrian Castelli had one leg. I thought he was trying to go for the wishbone. I'm wishing for this, crack.
Yeah.
He did a smart thing, though. He let go.
Yeah, he did.
You could have hurt him, and you could have had a penalty thrown in 15 yards. Smart thing, because the play now it's at 4:02. It'll be under 4 minutes when they snap the ball. Nice play. Who was that? Javon Burse.
Who's been all over the field tonight? If we had to pick a defensive MVP, he'd probably be it by far.
And Zane Heigl second.
There you go.
Now third, they've a number of players. Castelli, Vance Johnson. I mean, you got a bunch. He's rolling out to the left. He's keeping it. And he's going to have enough. Linebackers dropped too deep again. And I can't stress that. Not only did they drop too deep, they turned their back and did not know where the ball was and who had the ball and what was happening. You can't do that.
But this ain't going to get, running the ball at a time like this.
And he got the ball out of bounds to stop the clock. That's double whammy. He's going to be short of the first, so the clock's going to keep ticking.
Speaking of almost 9 yards, number 32, Blake Middleton.
Now, I've noticed this Central offense and defensive lines are not real big.
No, they aren't.
Not real, and so you got to stress speed, toughness, and technique. Oh, he almost dropped the ball on that center exchange. He's going to run it.
And he's taking off.
He's going to get out of bounds again. Again, linebackers too deep. Too deep.
Wins on the keeper.
You got to have one
First
up.
down.
You had
out of bounds.
Yeah, and you got a running back that's sitting up there with him. You got to have someone up in the spy. Stay up, because you had a run back up there too that could have snuck out, and there was nobody there to take him if that had happened. You're dropping your linebackers too deep. Because if they score here, you know what they're going to do. Onside kick.
Yeah. Well, they have no choice.
He's got too much time. Too much time.
Oh!
Incomplete. But that
he had a man there.
But that play took a lot of time off the clock.
He had a man there, though.
Yep, we're down to 3 minutes.
But there's a flag on the play, too.
Might be a holding against the offense.
Well, as long as he had that, you would hope there was something.
Illegal man downfield.
That comes from that having so much time.
It does. It actually does. And because he took off running, the line took off.
Yeah.
And then he waited to the last second to throw. And you will see that a lot just because of that very situation. They wait, and then they see the take.
Eligible receiver downfield by the offense. That's a 5-yard penalty. Replay first down.
And see, that happens far more than you think, because they see the quarterback and they're trying to get down a block for him. And I understand that. I totally understand that. There's another quick out that he.
That quarterback, though, he likes to throw the ball down a lot low, it seems like.
And that can be your grip on the ball. That can be your grip, the way you're gripping it. If you're not gripping it correct, you can either put the nose up or you can put the nose down when you throw the ball. And that's where a good quarterback coach can work with you. But sometimes when you get out here in this play, no matter, you've done it all right in practice, you can slip back on those old habits. You just hit the hand off the man coming around.
32, Blake Middleton, the ball carrier.
Number 66.
Tackle made by number 66, Grant England.
Grant's had we've heard his name called quite a few times tonight.
Yeah.
That could be your third guy.
Yeah.
But right now, you're right. Number 7, Javon Burse, is alone by himself as MVP of the defense. He got 3rd down and 12. He's looking to throw. Now, Javon was there.
Wentz's pass intended for number 28.
And he couldn't get his hand on it, but the quarterback did the right thing. If my wide receiver can't catch it, the defender can't catch it either.
That's right.
And that's what you're taught to do, especially when you're this close to the end zone. But now you got 4th and 12. You get the first down. You don't have to score. Now scoring now would be nice.
Right.
But you've taken way too much time. You had over 5 minutes and you got this ball.
This could be the ball game for you.
I think this is the ball game right here. I think this is the ball game. He's going to be, I think he's going to be short. I think he's going to be short.
He's short.
If he wouldn't try that backspin, he had the first down. If he would have gone forward, and he didn't, he actually backed up to try to get further down, and the action of backing up cost him that first down. It really did. It cost him that first down. They're going to come bring the chains out. But if he would have continued after that first hit and fell forward, he would have had the first. But he didn't do it. I think he's short.
He's short.
I can tell you, we'll be able to tell you right now.
Oh.
No, he's short. He's short. He's short.
Not by very much, though.
But he was short.
Over on downs.
And when they look at the film and see that he could have had that first, and that he tried to get that second effort and bounced him back, and then he got hit back, that's why he didn't get forward progress. He might have had the first.
Now what are you going to do now? Just pound it?
Yeah, and you can't fault the kid for trying.
No, you can't.
I just pound the ball. Getting the first down would be nice, because now you're at under 2 minutes and counting.
And they need 2 scores.
And they need 2 scores. They've got 2 timeouts.
Not just 2 scores.
Picking up 5 yards for the Mustangs, number 33, Dalton Peters. Be 2nd and 5 from the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Both hands around that ball, and he still fights and gets yards up to short of the 30. He's going to be about a yard short of the first down.
Picking up 4 yards on the play.
Now this is something. They know what Central's going to do. They can't stop it.
No.
All right, this is it. I think this is the play right here. This will be, you get the first and it's over with.
It's over now. Still with 2 scores to get, unless the defense messes up. Unless the offense messes up.
Nope, he's got first down and a whole lot.
Yeah.
That's up to the 34. Now,
6 yards on the play.
Victory formation. Victory formation. That's all you got to do. You do it twice. That's all you got to do is twice. Victory formation.
Don't risk it, huh?
Don't risk it. Victory formation. The only exchange you want is from the center to the quarterback. That's it. And that's what you got. You got the victory formation right there. And that's it. And that's going to be the game. That is going to be the game.
Wow.
Central started off 0-2, have won their last 4, and they're going into the game next week against South. First game of district, 4-2.
Bottom of the 5th in Baltimore. The Royals lead the Orioles 5-0. 5-1.
Welcome to the post-game show. As we were saying right there at the end of the game, Central started the year 0-2, have won their last 4. They go into next week's game against South, first game in district, with a 4-game winning streak, with positive momentum in their way. We don't know what South is doing right now at Derby. They haven't announced it, but South is undefeated. They could come in 5-1 or 6-0. It's going to make for a great game.
It is going to make for a great game. And I don't even know if they would, I'm not really sure right now, but they could be possibly playing for the league championship at the same time next week.
They could, because as South being undefeated means they're undefeated in the league, and as you were saying, Central has 1 league loss.
Right.
So it very well could be. Now, if South loses the Derby, they both come in with 1 league loss. Who knows? If South pulls and beats Derby down there, this could be a very interesting game.
Yes, it could.
Because you would have 6-0 and 4-2, and Central would love nothing more than to be the team that knocks South from the unbeaten ranks.
That's correct.
That, like we said before, but this is South Central. You can throw the records out the window. It's going to be a blood and guts game.
Shootout, knockout, the whole bang. I mean, we got it all going on next week.
And it should be a very interesting game. And again, final score is, so I had to remind myself, Salina Central 27, Hutch 12. It's a 15-point game.
Welcome to the post-game show. I'm here with Coach Hall. Coach, 27-12, good win.
Yeah, it was. We went against a good physical team, well-coached team. We executed it very well. Obviously, there's some things we can improve on, but overall, at this point in time in the season, you're just trying to win games.
And you've had 4 great weeks, I would say. Looks like your team's improving week after week.
Well, that's what we like to think. That's kind of our battle cry, if you will. We try to preach to our kids that hard work pays off, and sometimes it's hard. We live in such an immediate gratification society that our kids are so conditioned to have everything at their fingertips so fast and so quickly that it really makes it hard for them to really buy in, saying, man, it's going to be weeks and sometimes years of hard work, and it'll pay off. And for some of these guys, that's they're kind of to that stage right now. It's starting to pay off a little bit, and we just need to keep building off of our momentum that you're gaining here. These, like you said, the last 4 weeks.
We know that football is a team sport, but I think Javon Verse, he had a real good game tonight.
Javon has played excellent the last 2 weeks. He got kind of off to a little bit of a slow start this season, and kind of I think felt bad about it, and wasn't playing awful, but probably just not up to his standards and our standards. And the last 2 weeks, man, he's just played incredible.
Well, with that being said, I know you got the 4 wins, and what I kind of heard earlier tonight that South lost, and I know I think next week is the battle between you and South. So will you start preparing for that right away, or?
Oh yeah, we'll watch the film tonight, try to look at things where we can improve from tonight's game, and then we'll start working on a game plan for South.
So district play starts next week. You're going in with that fire, that motivation, with those 4 straight wins. What do you think, Coach?
Well, I think we just got to kind of keep it rolling. I think there's still areas to improve on, and we want to be playing our best football week 7, 8, 9, and we're in week 7 right now. So we got to continue to work hard, and continue to improve, and cut out some of the mistakes we're making, and just continue to get better.
Coach Hall, I thank you for coming out to interview with me, and great win tonight.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Mowry Clinic provides the Salina community with a comprehensive spectrum of services delivered with compassion and sensitivity. We strive to create a partnership with our patients that promotes health and well-being in all phases of life. We care about our patients, we care about providing quality health care services, and we care about our community. Chances are you know many of us because Mowry Clinic physicians live in Salina. We are coaches for youth sports teams and leaders for Boy Scouts and 4-H. We offer time, talent, and financial support to a variety of community events and charities. Our children attend school with your children. Our families attend worship services with your families, and we are proud to call Salina home. We have a vested interest in the success of this community, and we remain committed to an independent practice model that promotes our proud heritage and philosophy to provide quality medical care centered on the relationship between each patient and the physician of their choice. You have a choice for your medical care. Choose a doctor dedicated to the pursuit of excellence in healthcare services. Choose Mowry Clinic.
What did that mean? Minor surgery. Not to me, it wasn't. I'm no risk taker. That's why I chose to have my surgery at Salina Regional. I wanted all the resources of a full-service hospital available to me. You know, just in case.
It's your choice where to go for surgery. Salina Regional Health Center, here for all your surgery needs.
The friendly staff at Salina Sports Medicine and Orthopedic Clinic, located at 523 South Santa Fe, are always welcoming new patients to serve in the areas of sports medicine, total joint care, and more. You can contact the office at 785-823-7213 or toll free at 1-866-406-4141.